Okay, welcome to another floor by Noosa Flooring, formerly known as Peninsula Floating Floors from Victoria. Bit of a kind of Twitter X kind of reference there. I'm only going to use it in this one, but there you go. I should use it maybe in a few more because yeah, we moved up to Queensland about a year ago and we're spreading the love of oak leaf HD Plus. This is a barn. As you can see, we took the skirts off and they were rather well secured onto the wall, so just doing a quick video. So we had to batten it all, basically rip the plasterboard off. They were glued and basically glued, and there's no hope in earth of getting them off. So yeah, we just battened them, but we go up 14 mil. We've got the same skirting, so all good. This is the thing I wanted to show, and it's the dilemma of when you're going in a kitchen, what you do with the kickers, because you should leave a 10 mil gap or certainly a 7 mil gap, and a lot of people cork. If you've got an expanse, I mean, if you only got a galley kitchen of 4 boards, yeah, maybe that's okay, but I think it's people scotia, which is just disgusting. You actually scotia in many of my videos. I don't think I've used it in about 7 years. But my two options, rather than cork it, is to face it with like for like. Most of them are white, and you can go and get, I think it's maybe 2.4 metres long in Bunnings, it's about $50. And they do this shiny white, which is most of them. And it's pretty much spot on. So yeah, you can face them. Well, this is my 3rd time I've done it, and the client went with it, and I love it. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but I face them with the floor, so you kind of get a floating feeling. I really like it. I'm going to push it a bit more, and of course you don't have the added expense of chucking on another couple of $100 of materials and passing it on to the client. So yeah, you can see here there was more than a full board, so we had to put a little splitter in there. If you rub a bit of no more nails in that little gap there, it's almost disappeared. I mean, you can try cork as well. And this is a very small thing, but I noticed when the cabinet makers put the kickers in, they can't be asked to get them on the floor. And if they're not corked, they look a mess. So just smack some, I always cut them. So I've got a 5 mil gap at the top, and then smack some spacers in, some window packers. And you can get them pretty tight down onto the floor. And that way you don't have to cork it. So better not to cork, and then you can allow that little bit of expansion. So you've got 12 mil, but with the thickness of the board, but I tend to stick a spacer behind them as well, and spread it out a little bit, and you can just give a little bit more if you want. But yeah, you know, you've got 12 mil for expansion, so you're never going to have any problems. So yeah, that's my solution. I'd love to use it on everybody's, but I think face them with like for like, or see if they'll go ahead with this face and with the floor. I think it's bloody great. It's the 3rd time I've done it. The very first one was with the first HD I did, which must be 6 years ago. That was when I installed the prototype of HD. I was the first to put it in Australia, and yeah, they revised it by putting in a bigger V groove or whatever. Anyway, I just love this stuff. So I'm spreading the love into Queensland. So this is it the 5th I put down? I can't remember. But spreading the love and getting rid of all this bloody hybrid they're sticking in up here. And you know my feelings on hybrid. It's just a minimum amount of patterns on it, you know, 4 patterns, spin it round, call it A. It's so repetitive. Wouldn't put it in an outdoor toilet, to be honest. But there you go. So actually some of it, I think they're going up to 12, 14 designs, and I think if you've got the pattern rate up to 12, 14, I don't think it's a different product, isn't it? But people go because it's waterproof, and this is over tiles as well, but you can go over tiles with this stuff all day long. Look, if you look at the height levels, there's still plenty of height. You have to look at sliding doors and dishwashers. You might end up angle grinding the feet off a dishwasher. But yeah, I'm getting off a tangent here, but yeah, that's what I do with kickers, and I'm really happy with that. But like I say, I mean, glue them on and smack in some spaces at the top, and it just wedges it tight onto the floor, and avoids using cork, which basically sticks them down and stops the expansion of, if there is any, or maybe half a mil, but get a mil or two and it will bow and cup. So there you have it. I'll have a finished video of this. Just going to smack all the skirting on, cork it, trims, done. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.